case because I see how they do when
Right, right.
and it still knocked us off the air.
Yeah.
So go ahead, finish your.
Must not want to hear what we have to say.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Why is there such a field of censorship right now, especially in the so-called freest nation on earth? And why do they just want one side told or their opinion told and suppress everything else? Or we headed into a deep state of fascism?
Well, I think we're already there. We're seeing conduct by the FBI that are literally violating the civil rights of people. They have been involved with spying on Americans in a way that is just unprecedented. What they did at Donald Trump's house was just outrageous. But they've not just done it to Donald Trump; they're doing it to others. Uh, so this is a profound civil rights issue for the United States in this day and age. Uh, it's not racially based, but is based really on going after people because of their ideas and their thoughts. This is supposed to be America where you're free to have certain thoughts and you're free to think outside the box. That's no longer the case. They're literally punishing people, and as you've experienced, I'm sure that if you don't say the right things and put up the right messages, they will deplatform you. They'll cut you off the air. They'll try to erase you as a person, as an entity. Uh, this is, I don't think you're old enough to remember the Cold War, but I
Yes.
do. And this was stuff the Soviets used to do. Well, now I've lived long enough to see that one of the freest countries on earth is Russia, and one of the least free countries on earth is the United States. We've switched sides, and it's to me it's shocking. But there are really some profound things at stake here. Number one, the United States used to be in control of let's say we're in control of the world. Our money, the old golden rule, those with the gold get to make the rules.
Hmm.
Well, the United States was the golden rule because the dollar dominated it. You weren't going to do anything in oil, you weren't going to do anything in trade unless you could get access to dollars. And so we always use that as leverage over people that, if you don't do what we want, we're going to punish you. We're going to take your dollars. We're going to confiscate your dollars. We're going to prevent you from getting access to dollars. So lo and behold comes the Russian special military operation on the 24th of February. And what does the United States do? We impose sanctions. Do you need to take something or?
Oh, no, 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 no. I was pushing something out of the way because I kept
Oh,
hearing it echoing in my ear.
oh, okay. So the start of this Russian special military operation, the United States and Europe says, "Oh, we're going to show you, man. We're going to sanction everything. We're going to take all your money. We're going to take the yachts of your rich people. We're going to confiscate their football. We're going to take everything. It's ours." And Russia goes, "Okay, except we got the oil, we got the gas, we got the fertilizer, we got the grain, we got everything you need from us." I mean, they should turn around and say, "You fools! Don't you remember over the last 8 years, you've been having to hitch a ride with us to the space station
Hmm.
because you couldn't build your own damn rockets?"
Hmm.
Russia, we had to buy rocket engines from Russia because we couldn't make them anymore in the United States.
Hmm.
Oh, but we're going to tell Russia what to do because they're just a tiny economy and they're just a bunch of little drunken pipsqueaks. And we're going to, we'll wipe the bottom of our shoes with them. Well, all of a sudden, they sanctioned Russian oil and gas, and Russia said, okay, they turn it off to Europe. All of a sudden, Europe's going, what? Well, we ain't gas. you know, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, what's Putin think he's doing? You go, wait, guys, you did this. It wasn't Putin that imposed the sanctions. You imposed the sanctions.
Hmm.
And the way the West wants it is that we're going to sanction. No, Russia can't sell grain to anybody but us, the rich countries. But if you poor countries try to buy their grain, we're going to sanction you too and punish you. Okay, I got it. So Putin just said, fine. You recognize we're no longer going to deal with the West. He's joined up with China, with India, and Brazil. Between China, India, and Brazil and Russia, they've got over almost 3 billion people. over
Mhm.
50% of the world's population, roughly, in just those 3, 4 countries. And
Mhm.
Russia really doesn't count, doesn't it? It has about 180 million people,
Yeah.
200. But China and India, we're talking 1.4 billion each, 1.5 billion. So they're each right there at 3, and they're setting up an alternative financial system. So, okay, we don't have to buy with dollars anymore. We're going to buy with rubles because we're backed by gold. So they're taking the golden rule to a new level. We're going to play with our gold. You kept telling us that you had the only ball in town and we're going to play by your rules. Now we're bringing our own ball. We're going to set our own rules. We'll play our own game. In fact, you can't play with us anymore.